guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sugar Acid Darling. Thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And to all my OGs, you know what to do. Comment down below. Let me know. Gang, gang. So today, guys, I am going to be bringing a controversial topic. Or would I say a popular topic from a controversial standpoint, okay? So a couple of weeks ago, a young lady cried out. We're going to be playing her video, cried out about loneliness in Canada. Few days after, a guy cried out about loneliness also in Canada. If you watch my previous video, remember I did a video about a matured woman talking about loneliness in Canada. So this is not just about age, but this is something that happens to everybody. Yes, it's not about age, but then let's focus on, should we send our young kids here to school alone in Canada? What is the experience like from the angles that I'm looking at? Okay, so my name is Asitonka Agri Abba and channel is called Acid Darling because I'm such a darling. Let's start with the girls' video.
People don't tell you about moving to Canada. I feel so alone. I feel like I live with someone I can't have a conversation with, and I'm trying to cry and I even have to be silent about it. 'Cause you just lose out on so many things. Your life, you just leave it behind. Your friends, and I'm so hurt and my heart hurts. You have to work all the time. I have school. I'm so sad. I'm hurting so much. I don't have any friends.
Personally, this is a very hard video for me to watch because I can put myself in her shoes as a young person. This kind of videos makes me, when I watch this kind of video, I feel like parents should reconsider. Flow with me before you run enter comment section. First of all, I don't like giving advice if this is the first video you're watching. But what we talk about here, discuss, give gist. You know some of your kids that are a bit strong. You know some of your kids that are going to it's going to be a bit tough for them. If I had come to Canada straight out of secondary school, I would have been a mess. I kid you not. I needed that university experience. Straight out of secondary school, I didn't even know who I was. I would say from all my friends and, listening to different people, I find that more people were better adjusted moving from Nigeria to even UK. I'm not saying UK is easy. I'm only saying that I have more testimonials of well-adjusted people. Maybe because the UK, Nigerian community in UK was strong and most people were going in droves. Like if you go to Middlesex, you see like 4 of your classmates are also going to Middlesex. You people might not be friends, but at least you know some people, you know some faces, and it was easy. Versus Canada. A YouTuber here, Sotonye, she actually came to Canada for, I think, her first degree or so in Waterloo. And she said she didn't have a good experience. Most people that live straight out of Nigeria to Canada as at that time did not have a good experience. See, there's another thing that she talked about here. Living with somebody you cannot talk to. Because when you bring a child here, imagine I was facing SK straight out of secondary school. It will mess up with my self-esteem. It will mess up with my whole mindset. But facing SK as a full adult, that's challenge on it. You cannot even try that same thing. The level I'm facing SK at right now is just the best. Do you get? The level I'm facing Canada right now is just the best. If I had come years before this time, I would not have the confidence I have. I will not have, sometimes I don't know, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Another thing she mentioned is having to work a lot and still school. One of the blessings we took for granted back in Nigeria is having to school without working. I know that in many cases, people do not have like the hands-on experience. The truth is, if we had started seeing money, we'll be dull in school. Do you get? So having to face school, that you're facing school without the pressure of work. If you know that your child is very soft, I beg you, even if it's covenant, let the child go to covenant first. Shall go to one, like they can come and do masters. I swear, like let the child properly develop, especially when it comes to self-esteem. It is very important. You don't want to be in a place like, from her speaking, you can see that as a young girl, she has properly acclimatized because she has like the accent, and then she's facing so much. Like all of a sudden you're an adult, you have to wake up at a certain time, you have to work, you have to start thinking of bills. It's a lot. Even us as grown people coming inside here, it can be overwhelming. Imagine for a child. Imagine. So if you're a parent, I'm not saying that you shouldn't bring your child. I'm just saying that evaluate the self-esteem of your children. Evaluate, even the strongest can break down. Let me just be telling you. Evaluate the financial help you can be to them so that they are not coming and being under so much pressure. It is such a blessing for you to say, see my daughter, go and sleep. This month, I cover you. That sleep, that ability for somebody to tell you it's okay, sleep. So that you're not like, oh my God, I'm late for my shift, I'm late for my work, I'm late for this. You don't know how much of a blessing it is in this country. I'm telling you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. People were in the comments, matured people saying that, why is she crying and filming her? So do you see, I don't know. Like, the way people are just... Don't pray to be in this kind of level. Somebody is crying and telling you that she's going through something. You're asking her so that tomorrow, God forbid, anything happens to her. You'll be like, why did she not cry out? And this is such a young girl. She's using her platform to voice out something that even matured people have not been able to voice out. People have been so shy to say, see, I'm hurting. By the time I want to talk to my friends, see the time I'm doing this video. If I want to talk to my friends now, it means I will not sleep early. It means I'll be late for shift. I'll be so tired in my shift. I will not be able to function. Oh, if I want to talk to my son, it means I have to be up till midnight so that I can watch him get dressed for school and go to school. I stay with the video call till his teacher carries him inside class before I will now cut call and start sleeping my own and still wake up in the morning for shit. There are many things that people miss out on, and this is a young girl talking about it. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. She later came out and she was talking of course about the updates.
I just woke up and I saw that a lot of people commented on the video I just posted. I just want to say that thank you so much for reaching out to me. Like, it just means a lot to see that people care that much. And for people that keep going, hey, go back to your country. If you don't know, it costs a lot. It means so much to my parents for me to be here. Because I will say this is something that I asked for. And for them to take their time and say, hey, like, we can do this for you. Do you want this? And I'm like, yeah, I will just take this as a growth process. Nonetheless, I will not deny the fact that yes, it is hard. Am I ready to go through it? Yes. Why did I post the video? Some people have asked me. It's because I have been suffering like this for the longest time, and I'm like, if I'm suffering like this, and I'm not even a sad person, can you imagine how many people actually are like just going through this every day? I worked as a canvasser, and I'll tell you something, like the amount of people that were just racist to door and door to door, that's what started bringing me down. That's what started making me feel more lonely. And just feeling like that, I'm like, can you imagine how many people that feel this way? And I just wanted to say, like, hey, like, y'all are not alone, and just thank you for all the love. And I'm so happy to see that human beings are such great creatures, and I'm so happy. I love my family, I love everyone I've met so far, and I love everyone that reached out to me. Like, thank you for the helpful comment. I'm glad to see that, hey, like, things get better, and thank you. And I don't know, I'm crying because now I feel so happy, but thank you so much. I had the best conversation I've ever had in my life with a stranger yesterday, and I'm like, wow, people are amazing. Just keep being good and keep being you, and if you're negative, please keep it to yourself.
Okay, so in this video, of course, she referenced, how much her parents spent, because she literally asked to be in Canada. But her parents really take some risk sending us away, like, for a child that probably you did not allow to stay out till 5 p.m., in Nigeria and you take all the way to a new country, she has to be in charge of her own decisions. She has to be in charge of her own timing. She has to sleep early enough. She has to have faith in herself that she's making the right decision. I know that this is not see, nobody can tell you how to raise your child, but understand that her tears and her fears are valid. She also mentioned about going through racism. Of course, see, let me tell you, the racism in this country is serious. It's just that they don't have balls. I was telling somebody, I said, I'll take US racism now. At least that one, you know who no like you. And you keep it moving. It's just that I feel like even as Nigerians, one thing we should also put at the back of our mind is that our reactions to certain things we should pre-arrange our reaction to certain things. Do you understand? You're not Black American. Exactly. There are certain predisposed feeling you will have if you're a Black American, and then you're always watching the news and seeing how people are reacting to black-skinned people and all of that. Yes, all of us are dark-skinned and they cannot say, okay, this person is this or this person is this. But for me, I always tell people that there are certain racist words or racist comments, they pain me. Because I'm not a bigger person. I have 5,000 words that will make sure that your psychologist is employed for 3 years. I get it. If you're coming to this country and probably going to be in sales, or you're going to be in journalism, or you're going to be in anything that has to do with you speaking, people might, especially marketing, you're going to do door-to-door sales. People will be racist. People will be racist to your face because now you can't knock their door. Do you understand? It's okay. You have to train yourself to accept it. You have to train yourself, like somebody will be racist to you in your heart. Look the person, say, you cannot have this type of face and have opinion. Personally, guys, let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Because for a young girl, I think she's doing well for her to have gotten a job, trying to, navigate. Let's watch a guy that did his own video.
International students, I'm back again. One of the hardest things about being an international student, this is so hard, and it's so hard, and I don't want nobody else to experience it because, there's no need to experience it. It's not a must-have, it's not a need, but it's something that international students experience or people abroad experience when you're far from home. So I just lost somebody that, and when you lose someone and you're so far from home, it's like, you don't even know how to process. It's like they're telling you, and it's just like stories. It's like, why are you joking with me right now? It's like, why are you pulling my leg right now? Like, it's like, be for real, be for real. Why are you telling me this? The hardest part about being an international student is that sometimes if you have to lose somebody, you're so far away and you have nobody to nobody understands because nobody knows.
Guys, let me know your thoughts. I think this is a fear, not just for international students, but for anybody that is in any country. There's this legit fear, especially when it comes with the confusion about, there's a point you get to, you fear everything. You think everything. I'm an overthinker, I think everything. What if? And this is a legit big fear. God forbid, nothing bad should happen. And that is almost like you're trapped. You don't know, you can't go back home. There's what is the definition of home? It's a fear because he's talking about losing somebody, and then you're here and you're like, you can't really process it. And people are actively going through grief, but then you look around and it seems like Canada is just moving on. Nobody is taking a pause. You can be at the bus stop and you're crying. There are times when you have so much pent up emotions that even Instagram reels will make you cry inside bus. Even just standing at the bus and you are at the bus stop about to cross and you literally see your bus going, you can just burst into tears. These are different stages that people get to pass through. It is real. People are writing stupid comments and, the men are becoming too feminine. Shut up your mouth. Allow people see. One thing I've learned is, me personally, I won't say I'm a very expressive person. I'm not really expressive. I deal with things differently. Something can pain me, you might not really know. The best thing, I will just avoid you. So I always like when people are able to express themselves and cry it out, and because I'm not a crier. So for parents, this is really one of those discussions that you should have, both with yourselves and also with the child. if there's a way the child probably knows, like, God-fearing, like good families that their kids are also in the place, please, oh, my child is there, most times, even the families that their children and your children are in the same school, they might end up not being friends. One of the children can end up wanting to join bad gang or whatever. But it always helps that at least there's a foot in the door to help your child. And then please have self-esteem. When you come to this country without self-esteem, everything has this underlying racist tone. You might not even know it's racist yet until the thing will finish. So it's always good to arrange yourself. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Personally, I would say the same. If you just think well before you bring them, and if you can, try to visit, try to call them and really ask. Do video calls, schedule like proper video calls. You as the mother or the father, talk to your this one is not hello hi. Talk to your child very well. Like, allow your child to feel comfortable crying. Let me call I'm exhausted. I want to call my father and cry. I want to call my mother and cry. I feel down. I feel this. If your child gets to the point where they are comfortable calling you to vent, you don't know what God has done for you. That's all I have to say. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. As much as we encourage, of course, early, movement for the kids, doing it for their future, we also want to be safe. We also want to be sure that you don't destroy the child. Because let me tell you another thing. I'm going to end with this. And for those of you that are still watching till now, blessed are thou. Gathering a lot of money, spending, taking loans, saving, just to push one child to Canada. If you push your son, your daughter, and bring them here, and then it seems like the child can see that the entire family has to reduce their expense just to fund their stay in Canada, the pressure is too much for young children. I beg you in the name of God. I know, it's better you keep the money aside and say it's for your masters. Let the child do 1 degree first in Nigeria. So that, the pressure is a lot. The child cannot sleep. You see, when I'm in the bus coming back some shifts like 12 a.m., I see young. Nigerians who don't even come young. Indians, they come at very minute age. Very young. They're sleeping off in the bus. They will reach bus stop. They will see that they have passed their bus stop. They will have to come all the way back. They sleep off in the trains. These people are pushing their bodies to the point of, it's hard. It's hard. Especially when they keep thinking, my family back home. I have to work. I have to save money for my family back home. My younger brother, my younger sister. It is a lot. Even on an adult. Talk more of children. So I want you to weigh the costs. Look at the options very well before you make this decision. Just so that tomorrow you're not hurting a child. You're not hurting the child that you think you're going to give the world. At the end of the day, you have put so much burden on the child. And now, the kind of weight, you see a 16-year-old girl, all of a sudden has to have the maturity of a 30-year-old, suppress whatever teenage thinking she's thinking. And she now knows that she's almost like the breadwinner. She's almost like the star that they have sent to Canada, and she must succeed. If she's failing in class because she has to meet up with work, she's anxious, anxiety. Before you know, she's drinking too much coffee. Before you know, she's developing one depression or the other. Please, when children are very young, do with this information what you want. I'm not telling you whether to keep them in Nigeria or bring them. Just try your best. Seek the face of God before you bring your child here. Because I know that they want it to explain all these things to them. It is a lot. If the money is plenty for you, no problem. That way, when the child comes here and they don't want to work, relax. I will be sending you money, It's easier. It's a bit calmer for them. You tell them they must work so that they learn. But you also know that if the child becomes overwhelmed, they know they can call mommy, call daddy without spoiling anything at home. You understand? Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I don't want this video to be too long and boring. Hope you learned a thing or two. What do you think about sending very young kids to Canada for schooling, for first degree, for masters, Or at what point do you think is best? There are many people that have come here and done fantastically. I want to give shout out to them. If you came to Canada very young, what were the tips that helped you to survive the racism? You know, coming here and you're very young, you're trying to know yourself, plus you're facing racism, you're facing this one. In fact, you're facing everything an adult will complain about. What were the tips you used? I want all the people that came to Canada very early to write those tips in the comment section so that parents and of course young people that are looking to come to Canada will learn from those tips. Please, this video is just information purpose, not like to scare you or to tell you not to come or whatever. It's just a good thing for people to hear both sides of the story so that we are not rushing in blindly. Thank you so much for watching. I remain your girl Acid Darling. Please check out my other videos and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.
Everybody say your name is here. Lift up your hands and say your name is here.